the game of all time. Personally, I had just started playing it today when I showed up to commentate, and I'm pretty impressed. Let's get us over to the match cam. There we go.
Okay. All right. So, I do want to clarify something. I never said that this game was the most. Oh my God! That was such a good touch.
Oh shit.
I never said this game was the most important. However, I did say it's important to me, and that's why I was really pushing for people to come out and give this game a try. This is actually the sequel to the first game, Star Gladiator. I think to make the game more marketable, in English-speaking countries, they sold this game as, so the first one was Star Gladiator.
Right.
This was instead Plasma Sword, but with a subtitle, Star Gladiator 2: Nightmare of Bilstein.
Nightmare of Bilstein.
Yep. Bilstein being Hayato Kanzaki's mortal enemy in the franchise.
I see.
I say it like that, but there's only 2 games.
There's only 2 games!
You know, and that's not counting like the cameo appearances and I guess the playable appearance Hayato has in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But yeah, going back to the premise earlier, this game means a lot to me because in my formative years, let's say starting out in the FGC, my options were King of Fighters 2000, Marvel vs. Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, and this game. Oh, that second player.
We got a problem over there?
Y'all good? Play on? Alright. But it was KOF 2000, Marvel Superheroes, and in this game. Oh my God!
Okay, that's it. That's the round.
Should have been.
Unbelievable! See what I think it is? I think it's that big ass button in the middle of the PlayStation controller. Got me a couple of times today.
All right, LOL gets it.
Maybe we wouldn't have accidental pauses if they weren't so huge.
But basically, I didn't want to play Marvel because it didn't have Iron Man and KOF seemed too intimidating. This game, though, like, honestly, the presentation for the time works out. The game itself is actually built very solidly. A lot of people liken it to, what is that? Like other weapon fighters like Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
But it has its own flair. Chief among it, in my opinion, is the fact that you're able to jump normally here like a 2D fighter. Because your 3D movement is tied to an individual movement button in the game.
Yep. So this movement button dashes players forward and back around the arena.
Yep, that's what side steps. And you're seeing a lot of it right now from LOL, actually, which is awesome. And both players are actually, like, using the movement options very well.
Yeah, this game is very mobile, very quick from what I played of it.
Because that was one of the criticisms from the first game. It was, it felt, I'm gonna be careful how to use the word here, but it felt like a copy of, what do you call it, Soul Calibur was the complaint people had, including how fast the game was. So that's how they addressed it with this one, where again, like, watch the movement right now, it's quick.
Yeah, like, you can just get around the arena really quickly in this game.
And as you can see here, standard with other fighting games, yes, characters have, what do you call them, target combos, chain combos.
Right.
That doesn't mean, though, that they're guaranteed. You saw, so kind of like with, what is called this, Soul Calibur, right? Like, you can deal with sidesteps by using horizontal slashes. But none of it was guaranteed earlier when you saw Rai-On, JazzMo, like swinging left and right basically with it. Okay. But back into the actual gameplay, you know, let's stop reminiscing just because I love this game so much. The internet was still very young last I played this. Vector was obnoxious in that game because he's effectively a big-bodied zoner.
He's a zoner, and then when you get in, he still has like decently sized buttons.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
no!
here is the plasma field. This is one of this game's unique features. Every single character has this plasma field attack that costs 1 bar a meter, and if they hit it, you might die.
It's the best use of your meter easily, and basically it's an install for all characters. Counter attempt from Rai-On. I don't know if it was scoped out, but the throw was the right counter for it. So good job there. You saw the jump in attack there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, watch out! That was just a block. Oh my God, the launch there. Oh, woof.
While missing a couple shots here,
no,
only to get the auto fire anyway, ending the match.
LOL gets it. Good answer on the sidestep there by LOL. Well done. Okay. Got it. All right. Evernight versus Balentine.
Folks, that might not be the last we see of JazzMo tonight, as this is a double elimination event. But Evernight and Balentine are on their way over. It looks like they were actually just playing casuals against each other moments ago.
Okay. Okay, so... Oh. Just to reiterate from earlier, I have a personal investment in seeing this game happen, this tournament happen for this game. I will say, despite the fact that more likely than not for a lot of people, this is their second day really playing this game, if we're, counting all the hours. That first match was actually pretty good.
Yeah. I think maybe the lesson we can learn here is that fighting games are to be loved. This is just a beautiful thing we're doing here. So of course we've got Balentine on the left, Evernight on the right.
Here we go. So, already this matchup looks fascinating to me. I think they're having some controller issues. We're just going to wait on that for a bit. Left-hand side. Okay, never mind. They might be changing. Kaede is one of the 4 genuinely unique characters in this game. Basically, if you look at the extreme ends of the character select screen,
That's where they are.
those characters are all unique from one another instead of being mirrors like the rest of the cast is. Kaede has a unique fighting style.
She's got a really big hammer.
Gore on the right-hand side, the closest character I can liken them to is Faust from Guilty Gear, in the sense of that there's a goofy element to how they play. It's hard to pin them down. Like, they don't have a random attack mechanic. That's not it. It's more of the characteristics, though, of the moves they do can feel random. Having said that, if we get to see Kaede's plasma field, that will be a definition of random.
Kaede's plasma field is some silly stuff, so I do hope it resolves in this match. Up.
So that's what I mean, like... Speaking of Faust, there's the meteor move. Both of them answered.
Just throwing out all the meter.
We were gonna get there. We were gonna get there.
All of the meter. One of these has to connect. Good grief.
Okay, we're back.
All right, and round 2.
Have you ever seen a low dive kick like that?
Never in my life.
But you can see that Balentine utilizing the range she has to zone accordingly.
That Dragon Super hits low, by the way. Pretty sweet.
Oof. Big swings. We're going like real weapon fighter here.
Yep.
That is dealing nothing. Oh my god! It got there.
That still wasn't that much. That still wasn't that much. Supers not invincible in this game. They can be punished. They can be punished. And we've got Evernight taking game 1 of the set.
Gore exhibiting the unique / tricky movement that they're known for. In addition to, again, the unique characteristics that their moves have.
Switching to L versus Gore now. L character I have some amount of familiarity with because I played the other one. What's her name? June?
Oh, June, yep.
June. Yeah, I've played June, who is as far as I'm aware, mechanically similar to L, except we don't have the same supers.
Yes, because Junes are better.
Hey!
And that's an example of why. So June and L, I'll be upfront, are basically Shoto characters on crack. Well, I'm calling them Shoto, but only in the sense of what? Oh my God! Here, I've never seen this.
There's a field, but he doesn't get off the hit, so he.
I dealt so much. But basically, yes, June and L are like Shoto characters in a way.
They've got a fireball.
Yep. They don't have a Shoryuken per se, but they have a flash kick on command. And there's your Hurricane kick.
So from what I saw, we're playing with the one button supers off. Question mark?
I think they were on. Oh, what an answer!
I think one button supers are a really interesting feature for learning a game, because like that made this game really easy for me to pick up and play.
Yep.
Good
whiff punish there from Evernight, and that gets it done.
Ooh.
All right. No, Evernight got this one.
So where are we headed? Losers quarters? No, we're not.
No, yeah, we don't.
We have to do winner semis, right?
Yep. What's up?
Am I doing you proud?
You're fine. BeeYawn, LOL. Yep. Just worried about that too. Thank you.
All right, and we're back in it for winners round 2. Going ahead and checking controls on both players. It looks like BeeYawn is already locked in Blood. Lull back on Vector. Will we see more of this this monster's zoning capabilities? Looks like we are. Already evening the HP gap with 2 well-placed projectiles.
The movement has been crisp. Oh my god, that Rekka.
Vector letting Blood in way too close, I think. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I spoke too soon. Wait.
Oh my god, the chip damage.
That chip is very nasty. Ah! And there's round 2. Let's see if Wall can close this in the next round.
So, Blood is your prototypical all offense, high damage, big character. Oh my god, why does that combo?
No way! Despicable work out here.
The issue of being is the issue here being is Vector has all the range he needs.
Vector doesn't need to move once the plasma field starts. He will hit you. Good grief!
Right back into it.
Taking us to game 2. No character swaps, no nothing. Whoa, did he just teleport?
Yep.
Interesting.
Which is very helpful to a character like him because his defensive options aren't actually that great. He has to rely on system mechanics. But the fact that he has so much range and normally so much damage.
Yeah, I can't think of many other characters who could have won that clash just there. And it looks like he won't be doing it again.
That was a good evasion. So there's 4 types of that teleport, including ones that take him directly behind the opponent. If he can use the right version, he can punish all of the zoning attempts that he's getting hit by. And the thing to be said about Vector is that as hard and as far as he hits, there are very obvious gaps that will allow you to avoid what he's doing. So for example, that like ground level fireball, kind of like with Sagat from normal Street Fighter, you can jump over it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying you should be able to react to everything, obviously not. That one, for example, you can't sidestep it actually, but you can jump over it completely.
Yeah, it's also like very much blockable.
Oh no!
Didn't block low, didn't block low. Didn't block low, and look where it's left you. In the air.
What a call out. I respect it, I respect it. That's about as good an answer as you got. LOL takes it.
It is what it is.
Very quick match there. SirRetro, actually, yes.
Yeah,
SirRetro, Evernight?
Yeah, we should finish winner semis and then just do all of Losers Bracket.
Oh, I should have used semifinals here. My bad. Whoops. We'll be okay. Y'all good? What's missing yet? Huh?
We got SirRetro and Evernight fiddling with their controllers, making sure everything is in tip-top shape.
All right, we're all doing the winner side of the bracket here. What the hell? What are you all messing with there?
Everything, it looks like.
Okay, well, we're back at it. This time we have SirRetro versus Evernight. Evernight again.
Checking the move list, are
Yes. So it should be said, it needs to be said that the players we have here have multiple different types of controllers with different types of what's the word I want to use here? Compatibility issues.
Yeah,
And that's why we're having a bit of a delay with this, but we should be starting here soon. Well, I am getting a little concerned because
this is the fourth time they've gone back to the menu. They are closing the collection. They're reopening the collection. I gotta be honest, because of everything else I've been looking at today, I forgot the SNK versus Capcom games were on here, and I was like, why is Terry there? What is he doing here? Like, to me now, this is the collection that has Power Stone and Plasma Sword on it.
All right, y'all. So I think we're okay now. SirRetro, for anyone unaware, I've never seen that color and I love it. Gamof is the resident grappler of the series, as exemplified.
The Potemkin special.
But so a little bit of a surprise here. The grapplers in this game are actually very, very good. Mainly on the back of having strengths that are normally associated with characters far smaller and or faster than grapplers. Speaking of grappling. Oh my god.
That does like a third of your health. Jeez. A super command grab that does a third of your health. You gotta watch out, buddy. Giant attack! SirRetro came into this round thinking, I got my whole life ahead of me. No, you don't. The giant attack is coming.
We're looking at a little bit of zoning from Evernight, which is the right way to really approach this, in addition to all the weird, goofy stuff they have.
Yeah, honestly, just keeping him away from you. Not long enough! Didn't keep him away long enough! Could this be it?
Oh my god, I thought that was
No! Blocking out the chip damage. And managing to trick him up with a low hit one more time.
That was a lot more dangerously close than I thought it was going to be.
Giant attack! Giant attack out the gate! Ah, get him! Giant attack again! Wow! Just just using your plasma field at every opportunity just to keep him away from your giant attack number 3.
Okay, now I want to give special. How you like that?
Who's grappling now? Who's grappling now?
I was gonna say earlier, it's reminding me of that scene from Thor Ragnarok,
Yeah, yeah.
where Thor gets his ass kicked by Hulk in the arena, and Loki goes, "How'd you like that?" Now you know how it feels. Okay, we see a Saturn switch. Saturn is closer to Dalsum, but somehow with even goofier. That was a
Jumping
beautiful
into the
punish.
super, incredible read. Sometimes you just know them. You just got them in their head. You're inside their head. Missing the funniest super of all time. So sad.
Here we go again.
Everybody giant attack. Watch out. Dying during your own plasma field.
So, mad kudos to SirRetro there, because there is defensive countermeasures against that plasma field, and he executed it there perfectly. Oh my god.
Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see the greatest super of all time? I'm not gonna tell the folks at home what it is. You gotta wait and find out. He's gotta land it. Whipping it
Good
again.
punish.
He went for it again.
I mean, that was effectively like Sonic Hurricane from Guile. Oh,
Blocked.
the idea was there, but
Winning the clash with sheer range.
yo, that was perfectly baited.
Oh,
No invincibility
and
though.
hitting through the super. SirRetro takes game 2, taking us to that all-important game 3.
All right, we're locked in. This is
Staying
it.
on Saturn and Gore. A run back of the last matchup.
I'm still not entirely sure how that's supposed to hit.
Yeah, I figured that was getting blocked, but I've been hit by that and it didn't do much damage anyway.
And weirdly enough, it is it's a combo super. Just with like random projectile elements. But that's for the match itself.
Staying way too far for that super to even touch you.
How does that whip?
Saturn not succumbing to the black hole until he does.
Beautiful combo into it. Oh my god. Yeah!
That was good.
Yo, excellent. Excellent. One more. Yeah!
If there's any place for those meteors, it's there. Just getting that little bit of extra chip damage in to win the game. Evernight here getting in the first hit. They say he who strikes first wins.
Good with punish. Controlling this significantly better now.
These are two characters with quite a bit of range.
Yeah!
Getting paralyzed into the plasma strike.
Yo!
Perfect. A perfect to close out the round.
Beautifully executed there. That was an excellent match. That was an excellent match.
That was
Okay.
beautiful.
Hold on. We're gonna run loser side. Cool.
All right, we're headed over to losers quarters. It's going to be SirRetro versus JazzMo. Oh, is SirRetro going to go back to Gamof, switching off of Saturn?
His start with Gamof was very exciting, if I can be honest. And then it just kind of fell apart.
That's true, but if he wanted to play for the crowd, he'd switch back to Saturn right now.
So Rai-On is fascinating because he has a... All right, let's just round start command throw, I guess.
Round start grab.
But he's fast. He has a Blanco ball. Done with directional inputs. You also saw that he had an additional jump available to him.
Ooh, he's got a double jump. I see, I see.
That's his own command throw. Byakko how.
I mean, think about it. These grabs do a lot of damage. You only have to land like 3 to win the game.
Oh my God.
The sliver, the pizza slice of health, getting grabbed one more time.
Yo!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh man. Block a ball.
I am seeing the ways in which this game is like if they made Street Fighter 3D. Look. If JazzMo connected that a 4th time, he would have just had it coming. Getting him with a couple small pokes. Basically, next neutral interaction wins it, and there it goes.
Speaking of.
Oh, they didn't reset after the last round.
Oh, okay.
Round 1. Fight.
JazzMo striking first, striking fast. I will say, JazzMo, very grappler-oriented individual. Every game I've ever played with him, he's been playing a grappler. It is his duty in life to find the grappler and pick that one.
Circling back to your comment earlier. Besides the Blanco ball, Rai-On and Byakko in this game have what I'm gonna call a modified demon flip from Akuma. That one, that backflip he did, actually carries options with it that you could use to apply mix-up pressure. Actually,
Wait, is that it? Is that
oh, way too much
the
health.
sliver, but never punished.
JazzMo got it.
Round 2. Fight.
Whipping the plasma field, but it's completely safe. Until now,
Who
getting
does a
grabbed.
super in between strings like that? That's crazy. I love it.
See, this is the thing. We got 2 crazy people on either side of the table here. Who knows what's gonna happen? Oh yeah, I would block the hell out of that. I'm not touching that with that.
Here we go.
The great haste. He's fast. He's too fast. Go. But he gets blocked every step of the way into the grab. Conditioning, we call it.
Ah, yeah! Oh my God, my heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have a sore throat after this one. Good grief. Getting
got
in
it
with
done,
a few
JazzMo. We got it
little
done.
pokes. JazzMo evening up the score. This one's for all the marbles, folks. Switching back to Saturn, old reliable. This is probably a pretty good idea because what are you doing? Saturn can stay out of grab range for as long as SirRetro needs to. Oh, here it is! It was blocked! No!
Prompt whip punish from JazzMo. Good on him.
We're never gonna see the funniest super in the game, are we? Well, that's all the reason for you at home to play Plasma Sword and find out what I'm talking about.
Excellent whip punish. And then the sidestep on wake up. Brilliant move on JazzMo's part. Set point.
I love Saturn's little tippy toes. Like, what's he doing?
Sorry. In here. Oh, my bad.
Oh, didn't block, didn't block. Just took that super on the chin. SirRetro's carrying full meter right now. He could do anything with it.
Just to get Blanco ball in the face for it. Look, it's Rainbow Ball from Street Fighter.
Oh! Oh! Whiff punished with a Blanca ball once again. JazzMo advancing on to loser semis.
All right. JazzMo, BeeYawn. Oh, we are just
locking
jumping
in
right
Blood
to it.
versus Rai-On. They're just going for it. Did they stop for a second to think maybe, just maybe, their controls are wrong? No, they're going. They're just going. Oh! That didn't do much damage for something that looked that awesome. What the hell?
I believe it's tied to the distance. Like, it's one of those clean hit scenarios.
Okay, controls are wrong? No, no. What's going on?
Good launch.
Getting behind him with the sidestep. Blood teleporting in yet again. But the correct call is being made from JazzMo. What could it be? What could it be? This is gonna get punished hard. Oh! They mad. They mad. Next touch wins it. BeeYawn taking the round, heading into round 2 of the first game. JazzMo sidestepping the vertical slash. And once again, getting the call out on the teleport into the grab.
This is not a matchup I've seen before, so it feels so weird to watch it because you have Rai-On's mobility. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
the great haste. Keep him in the
90s
corner.
jank right there.
Whoa.
That's how it's played. but you have Rai-On speed and rush down versus Blood's mid-range zoning, hard hitting all on offense, and the two of it swinging at it.
Blood,
Go!
Here
Go!
it is. Here it is. This is the dumbest plasma field of them all. Time stop. You just get free damage. And mine also.
But each one just jockeying for position. Rai-On has
Whoa!
Rai-On earlier had more health, but he's actually tied for having the lowest health in the entire game. That is basically Show Your Repa whiffed. JazzMo didn't necessarily whiff punish it, but he was able to close the distance, and that's where he needs to be.
It's so interesting that Blood closes the gap and then immediately creates it again. Whipping, getting hit for it. Oh. JazzMo taking game 1. We're sticking with Blood and Rai-On. All right.
Round 1. Fight.
Already
The
could put him
vertical,
down.
oh, the horizontal slash to catch the sidestep. Who grapples the grappler?
Hey, all right, let's go.
Stop.
Let's go.
This is it. Hello. Perfect.
That was beautifully executed.
Round 2. Fight.
Victros.
Oh, getting grabbed out of your block string. You hate to see it happen. Getting grabbed out of your counterattack. You hate to see it happen. But of course, this game, very aggressive. HP gaps can be closed in an instant.
JazzMo taking command of this match now. But again, lowest health in the game. Could lose it anytime. Oh my god, here we go again,
Getting
possibly.
grabbed. Oh,
missed.
missing the air combo after the grab.
Good sidestep there from JazzMo. This is just
If
plain old neutral.
BeeYawn can hit the field, it's over. He
That
don't even
sidestep.
need it. He don't even need it.
That sidestep, immaculate. Right answer at the right time. 1-1 each.
1-1 each going into game 3. Once again, keeping the same characters locked in. JazzMo once again reading the teleport. But not this time! Blood and Rai-On basically dancing
my
around
goodness.
each other, just looking for a single moment to catch the other one out. A whiffed plasma field. Oh, jeez.
So that one comboed, but I don't know what the first hit was. And that one did a ton of damage that time.
JazzMo sidestepping around to get around the block.
That is the game's Raging Demon.
Oh my
With so much
god.
damage still. And by the way, just 1 meter still.
Still only 1 meter.
But technically, it does have a very obvious tell. Easy, simple, perfect. Final game, final round, full bars. Let's go.
3. Fight.
Full bars, no holds barred. Going for a plasma field right off the bat and whipping it and getting punished for it.
Okay, very simple punish there from. Oh, block. Oh, show your repa. Ah!
JazzMo way behind on health. But it could all turn around. It could all turn around. Raging Demon yet again.
Oh my god!
He's so sick with it.
And he could do it. And he could do it. Oh! I did not expect it to track like that. I did not expect it to track like that.
This is real fun. Oh my god. Real fighting game.
All right. Winners final, LOL versus Evernight. 3 out of 5. All right, y'all, so we're getting into our winners finals match now between LOL and Evernight. While we're waiting, I just want to make this clear. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like this is the absolute greatest game in the world. You're not going to hear that from me.
I am.
But let me make this clear. There is still a lot to do with this game, in my humble opinion. The assets are there. You've seen them repurpose Street Fighter concepts.
Right,
I
right.
called that thing earlier Raging Demon, but technically it's different because it's a leaping attack. Is this a button check? Okay. But also, the lore of this game is like is surprisingly deeper than you would think for a game like this.
Yeah, I read about the story a little bit, and it's really interesting.
The premise alone is already kind of huge. Like, oh, is it?
We've got like a space orphan who was convicted of a crime he didn't commit, sent to a re-education center.
That's just one guy.
That's just the one guy.
The overall story. Okay, let me put it this way. Episode 2, the tagline for episode 2 is Nightmare of Balentine. Spoiler alert. Balentine survived the first game and also effectively cloned himself. That's the story as to why we have the two.
Ooh.
The tagline for this game, or sorry, the tagline for the first game is the Final Crusade. Because a galaxy-wide war actually happens as a backdrop for a fighting game.
I love fighting game stories. They can do anything. They can do anything they want forever.
But let's go into it. So 3 out of 5, y'all, winners finals. Minor hit aside. Evernight was trying to match. Was trying to match projectile war. Tried to have projectile war with Vector.
But unfortunately, Gore's projectile doesn't go as far. The auto fire once again. Sheesh.
So, because of how dominant it has been, let's talk Vector. His two supers are actually straightforward. I'm not saying you can handle them. It's just
that they're simple in what they do.
one is a vertical shot from space. You can avoid it by running forward or just blocking the thing, but running forward would, allow you to take a turn back. The other one is just a straight horizontal shot, as you saw earlier at the beginning of the match.
Right. Oh, wait. Oh, blocking the auto fire. That's the first time we've seen that all day.
Still did a lot of chip, though. And Evernight still on the back foot.
Oh, Plasma Strike finish.
So my recommendation there, especially at that distance, and again, I'm not saying it's easy, would have been to run forward at that range, throw Vector so you have the invincibility to survive the laser fire.
Oh, that would have been saucy.
I mean, again, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I could do it, but that would have
it's
been
an
the
option
approach.
that exists.
Yes.
Just because I can't do it doesn't mean it couldn't happen.
But Evernight does have the right idea. Excellent. But Vector is a little overtuned in terms of how much health and how much damage he deals.
Unfortunately, this super is just going to keep us out at range. He tries to run in, but he runs in a little too late. This one gets blocked. We're just forcing Wall to spend all of their meter
So like, if you look at the fireball patterns that Vector normally goes for, it's effectively Sagat. Because you have a high fireball and a low fireball.
Right, right.
And the counterplay is the same, plus you have sidestepping. Kind of like with Sagat though, and this gonna sound obnoxious. And I'm talking like vanilla Street Fighter 4 Sagat. You have to earn your way in just to start your neutral. Or be like Gore and have unique approach tools.
Vector, a character that forces you to not even begin the game in neutral, huh?
Effectively, that's how it's gonna feel like.
Ooh.
And again, it's not like they have bad neutral.
All right, once again, as it is winners finals, it is first to 3, not first to 2. We still got at least one more game for you folks.
Normal throw to start with. The game doesn't have OTG like that. It does actually, but it's very specific moves.
Keeping Gore in the air, auto fire.
I have no words.
This is just most of the health bar. Auto fire again! You demon! What's your problem?
LOL is trying to speedrun this winners finals.
Hey! Take it slow. I'm getting paid for every 15 minutes. You gotta slow down, man.
Here we go again.
Not again, not again! Plasma field again! Auto fire! But we have to play a fair and honest game one more time. Never mind. No, we don't. No, we don't. I'm just lying to you folks.
Very convincing final game. Look at him flexing. But we'll see him again. He'll just be waiting in the Ludus finals. Evernight, stay! BeeYawn! Three out of 5.
BeeYawn and Evernight sticking on very familiar characters to us. Blood and Gore. Blood and Gore?
I didn't even notice that. Yo, I didn't even notice that. I feel weird. Like, these two technically haven't met yet. But I feel like we've already seen this match for some reason. Until you pointed out Blood and Gore, and I'm like, oh shoot, you're right. Oh, here we go. Ah, whiffed it. Giant attack. Let's go.
Giant attack!
Good blocks.
Getting blocks during the giant attack. The plasma field that dealt no damage this time. Both of these characters have pretty big buttons. Blood having big normals, Gore having just buttons that get you from over there. Throw him up in the air.
Gore took more damage that whole encounter.
Dodging the teleport.
Oh no! Oh, the time was coming down. Time was running down. Understandable.
Yeah, we really did have to go in, or else they would have lost anyway.
That was a surprisingly good back and
Wait.
Oh, that was a good call.
That was almost a punish.
summarize Gore's kit at this point, it's unique slash good enough. Oh
Yeah.
no, this could be a lot. Giant attack.
Giant attack returns.
all right.
It did damage. It hit. We got the grab. Take him. Rah! Bow, 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 bow.
Oh, got clipped on the backdash.
Giant attack 2, electric boogaloo. Getting the grab once again, throwing him up in the air to end the round.
He just dribbled him like a basketball.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Ooh.
Giant attack 3, giant attack once again.
Honestly, more efficient than his own supers at this point. So, that was
sure,
a full
for
screen
sure.
low.
Whoa! If Blood gets hit by another fireball, that's the game.
I feel like it's one command throw to go for Gordo. Oh no, he's not that.
Stomp on him! Stomp on him!
No, that's too far.
No, that was game 1. Where are you going? Gore versus Balentine. This is our first appearance of Balentine.
Okay, never mind.
Misclick, misclick, misclick Balentine. All right.
So strangely enough, though, Hayato, Balentine, and Blood have a weird relation with one another in the sense of like, not just in the lore, but their fighting styles have weird parallels to one another.
Oh, they're all like the guys with the big swords that work.
Well, yes, but I mean, yes, they are sword users, but in terms not just that, but like there's overlaps in their move lists that's not explicitly spelled out in the story.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hayato has that charge attack too, doesn't he?
Yep, yeah, he has like a variant of it where he stabs with what's his face? Balentine though has like the really oversized sword super, whereas to him it's a normal thing. A little late on the sidestep attempt there, but that was the right idea. Oh, how did that whiff?
Not reading the teleport. But it's okay because when all else fails, you do have Giant's attack.
Big horizontal swing there, catching the sidestep. Nope, punish that. That's effectively a big Shoryuken.
Just using all of your meter. Just keep using meter.
Oh, make
Getting the turn to stone into the meteors. Does this take it? Does this take it? Yeah!
So I guess there's a way. There is a way to combo down. One moment.
Round 3. Fight.
Hi, y'all. We're back.
We're back into the time stop, taking out a decent chunk.
Oh,
Blood getting the
can we get the
grab.
combo? All right, let's go. Oh, where was the plasma field?
With
Here
the
we go
grab,
again.
with the
This should
grab.
be it. Keep it
Is
simple.
this it? Is this it? Time stop. Ah! We're now 1-1, folks. 1-1.
I was not expecting the stakes for winners and losers grand finals to feel so heavy. I love it.
Round 1. Fight.
But again, just going back to the potential this franchise has, which I know on its own is not that deep. Look at the background elements in a lot of the stages, and there's so many small little details that they actually end up referring to in the endings. Case in point, the planet Earth has become polluted and is dying by this game. This forest planet, which incidentally is where Gamof lives, it's like the last remaining homeworld that we human beings can actually like live in.
Right. That's.
And it already has a spaceport built in, as you can see.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it right there.
But that doesn't mean like. Yes, it's their foray into a 3D fighting game, but they really went all in terms of effort. I'm saying effort. Meanwhile, he's just curb stomping him. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we're not done. This is still anyone's game. Or is it? Or is it?
With punish that. Oh.
You ever been giant? You ever?
Props to BeeYawn. Props to BeeYawn. Because that was brave. Staring a giant down and going, make me.
Hey, I mean, this franchise did start as a Star Wars game. Big giant walkie guy. We know how to take those down.
Ooh. Big launch. What is the damage scaling on this? It is baffling.
It's just so confusing to me.
Okay, good blocks there. Actually, I didn't see it deal any damage at all because it was blocked successfully. But it is a very linear move. Oh, how are we gonna whip punish that? He did have the bar.
Oh! What a call out!
Oh my god, that last hit was critical.
Heading into round 4, game 4 of Losers Finals. Blood and Gore locking in once more. Gore keeping Blood out with his variety of zoning tools. See, once they're actually in melee range, Blood has the advantage. His buttons are just bigger. But Blood doesn't seem to have a projectile. Oh, okay, into the meteors. Blocking the plasma field. Blocking the plasma field. Jump attack for game.
Set point for Evernight, if you can pull this off.
So folks, when two plasma fields clash, they cancel each other out. So that's one more way that you can block your opponent's plasma field, is with one of your own. Giant attack! With the grab!
So close there. Oh, what? I respect Evernight's deliberate movement here. Because Blood absolutely hits like a truck, as we've seen. This could be it.
He's playing this matchup very carefully.
Oh,
he still gets a hit. He still gets a hit.
Oh my god.
But the distance has been created, which Gore can take advantage of.
Very critical
one
moment now.
fireball will do it. One fireball will do it. Or a giant attack to take us into grand finals.
Handily fought by Evernight. Well done. All right, y'all. We are getting a run back for our grand final.
That's one of the beautiful things about fighting games, the narratives they create. The person that you lose to in round one, you could win all the way up against and fight once again in grands. It's all about the runbacks, baby.
What's fascinating about Gore's plasma field is that he gains additional moves during that time, but everything he does technically has counterplay. And in fact, we've seen said counterplay happen.
Right, right.
The only thing is you're going to be under stress because there's a big-ass giant trying to hit you.
He's big. He's really big. Like, what do you want me to do about this? He's so large.
Off we go to the third round.
Vector and Gore once again going at it.
We've seen this before. This is going to hurt a lot.
Here it comes. Could this be the round end? No. Gore's still here. And yet, Gore persists. Catching this on the fall down. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yo!
Vector pulling out a secret move I've never seen before. Giant attack! Wow! The big flashing letters when you do the plasma field, it feels like a WarioWare minigame. It feels like it's like down, 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 giant attack! Down, 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 on fire!
Target destroyed.
You brought this WarioWare ass fighting game, and it's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I raise your giant attack with gun.
Oof. I mean, David did have a slingshot when he fought Goliath.
True.
He gets flattened! Gore basically just rolling around on the ground at all times. Getting caught out.
Ah, no
Whipping a
invincibility.
super. Vector goes for a super, gets hit by the giant attack, baby! One more hit. Okay.
Go Evernight. This is getting desperate. I love it.
How will Evernight approach? Not blocking the super, getting hit into the air with the auto fire, taking about half their health right in that moment.
Ooh. Just excellent movement overall from
Ooh.
LOL.
Remember, folks, Evernight has to win 6 total games. 6 total games of Plasma Sword to take it home tonight. Giant attack. Old, reliable giant attack. I'm sure we've all become quite good friends with the giant attack today. He's going for it again and missing.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a lot.
Here it comes! Here it comes! Oh, fire!
Oh, what an interrupt! No! Alright. Well played. It was a lot of work, but well played on Evernight's part. One on the board. Huh? Round start, giant attack.
Round start, giant attack.
We have not seen LOL been able to defend this, but he did keep his sense into hell.
The grab into the plasma field is like, it's truly disgusting. It's vile. Not even going for the grab, just killing. Just
The side
killing.
stuff.
No, still alive. Whipping the plasma field, dying? No, still in it. Sliver of HP, not even a pixel, and it's gone.
Even then, it would have been risky though, just because Gore still takes damage during that time.
Right.
Good movement from Gore. That move has to be jumped over because it specifically sweeps horizontally.
Fell for it again, Award. Here it comes.
Oh my goodness, that was good. But somehow fell off enough that it... Cheap!
Terminated.
2 on the board for LOL.
This could be our last game, folks. LOL hitting in with the first hit from their projectile. Giant attack once more. Evernight really seems to be a big fan of using giant attack to push damage, as he should.
Good avoidance!
Giant attack
This
two!
could be it! This could be it!
KO!
Very expensive answer, but it gets done. It gets done.
Hey, you got a print meter in this game. I don't blame him. Giant attack again!
Now to figure out the answer. Even flags him like a pop. Oh no.
No, here it comes! On fire! He fell out of it, so he saved himself a little damage. Getting sweeps. Match point.
Tournament point also.
Tournament point even. You're right.
He was
Getting
not tolerating all that
swept into the
movement.
auto fire.
And working on a perfect 2 possibly.
Ooh. Giant attack.
He might still risk it. He might still risk it.
And there you have it, folks. LOL, taking it.
That was one of the greatest endings to a tournament match ever, I gotta be real.
Belly flop over the giant attack. Good grief. Oh
Shit.
my god. Woo.
Oh my god. Thank you all for joining us this evening for Retro Revivals. I'll be real. We saw legitimately some high-level stuff there. I mean that. And just great action from all the players too, in terms of decision making, all that. I'm not expecting them to be expert. That's not it.
Right.
But what we saw executed on screen has been incredible. I had a good time.
So did I. This was really neat to watch. And the bit of Plasma Sword that I got to play before we started, I enjoyed it a lot. I would not mind at all doing more of this, like, you know, dig up an old fighting game, just play it. Because that's a thing. All these games still exist.
Yep.
Just because they're old doesn't mean we can't play them.
Yep. And to that end, this is a personal pet project on my part. I don't want to guarantee this. I'm trying to push this out for an online series because it does have rollback, although it doesn't have crossplay. But we'll see where we go. I'll see if I can continue to sustain this for future retro revivals. because again, this was a personal request that I pushed out to make sure that this tournament could happen in the first place.
And it was a damn good request, that's for sure.
So grateful for all of our players. Grateful for SirRetro for giving me a chance with this. Thank you for everybody who's watching here. I'm Mundo SD here with Garmor.
And I'm Garmor, and I hope y'all have a great night. Play Plasma Sword, everybody.